What's up? I'm Kenna. This is my outdoor kitchen, and today we're smoking a tomahawk steak on the Gravity 980. This is a 4-pound tomahawk steak, and today we are smoking it on the Char-Griller Gravity 980. Stick around, we're gonna have a lot of fun in this episode. We're gonna do what it's called a reverse sear. We're gonna smoke it at 275 degrees till it hits about 110 degrees Fahrenheit internal. Then we're gonna pull it off, crank the temperature up on the 980 to about 650 degrees, 700, as high as it'll go, and finish this off with a nice sear. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna do a pretty simple season. If you saw my oven baked tomahawk, I'm gonna do the exact same seasoning. The meat really speaks for itself. It's got the perfect amount of fat, and that bone gives it a flavorful, just, if you've never had a tomahawk steak, you gotta get one. I did season this with some kosher salt already, right when I got home from the meat market this morning around 11 o'clock. So it's had about 7 hours for that kosher salt to break down the meat proteins, really get this cut so tender all the way through. All right, it's season time. The 4 corners of steak: salt, pepper, garlic powder, and paprika. Now this is a big cut of meat, so don't be afraid to season it well. I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna do the edges. I like to keep the bottom for last, and I just like dab up all the extra so I can save myself. You dab. Roll it around, get all that extra. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, now that we've got it seasoned, I'm gonna take it outside and put it on the grill. All right, we're at the grill. It's 275 degrees. We're about to put the tomahawk steak on. When you're dealing with a piece of meat this thick, you're gonna wanna use an internal thermometer just to keep an eye on it to make sure you don't overshoot it or undershoot it. Let's open it up, put it on. Just gonna slide it on right here. I'm gonna put that thermometer in right in the middle, just right in the center of that steak. I'm gonna close it up. If you're wondering what I have there, pork belly bites. Keep your eye out for that recipe soon. I have here in my hand butter. We're going to throw in some butter in the grill, but we're also going to put some rosemary in there too, because the aromatics of rosemary is just amazing. So come on with me to my rosemary plant. They're pretty girthy. I think this one's a great one right here. Rosemary. Fresh as hell. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a few of these stalks right here and just throw them in the butter. Nothing fancy. All right, I'm gonna open this up real quick. Throw that rosemary right there and throw this butter just kind of close to it. That's what we're gonna use to baste that steak later, so. Pro tip. Okay, I've just put the tomahawk steak in. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it here on the Char-Griller app. If you haven't seen this app, it's awesome. You can watch your probes and your temperature of your grill, control it all from the app. So we're gonna go inside after this and just kind of watch some TV and monitor it straight from the couch. So, all right, we're back in front of the Gravity 980. I have been alerted from my app that my meat has hit the temperature that I wanted it to, which was 110 degrees. Now I've shot a little low, just because when we sear it, it's gonna rise the temperature just a little bit more. I'm shooting for like a 120. That's a perfect medium rare for me and Travis. If you want it more well done, go ahead and smoke your steak to about 120, 125 before you sear it. So the Gravity 980 takes about 10 to 15 minutes to get to that searing temperature. So we're gonna remove the steak while it gets up there so it doesn't continue cooking. And I am going to take the steak, I'm gonna put it on a wire rack and just set it in my oven. It's on a warming setting, and I'm just gonna leave it in there until the grill is up to the temperature that I wanna sear it at. So if you don't have an oven near you, maybe you're just hanging out on the deck all day, just wrap it in tin foil or cover it just until it gets to temperature, you'll be okay. Okay, now I'm gonna crank this thing up. See how high it goes, I forget. So it says it can go to 700 degrees. I'm gonna crank it all the way up, set my temperature. I'm going to close the grill at the moment, but in the manual that I have read, looking at all you men out there, it says that when you're searing on the Gravity 980 and you're up past about 600 degrees or 550 degrees, you should keep the grill top open in order not to ruin the enamel up here. Not sure why, but that's what it says. So once this grill gets to about 600 degrees, I'm gonna open it up, bring my steak out here, and we're gonna sear it. Grill top open the entire time. Right now it is 8:06, so let's see how long it takes to warm up to 700 degrees, 600 degrees. All right, guys, I've hit 600 degrees. I'm gonna open my grill up. It is piping hot. I can see some flames in there. I'm so excited. I've got my browned butter here. I'm gonna baste this side of the steak with it and put this side down first. My hot spot, I've noticed on the grill, is right here, so. All right, guys, I've just put the steak on there. I'm gonna give it about 30, 45 seconds. I'm gonna rotate it 90 degrees, get a nice sear mark. Might go ahead and baste the top just to get some butter on there. So peek. And I'm gonna flip it 90 degrees. Oops, I dropped it. I think that's about 90 degrees. All right, I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna get another 30 seconds. All right, I'm gonna rotate it 90 degrees. That looks amazing. All right, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take it off the grill, take it inside, let it rest uncovered for 10 minutes, and then we're gonna slice into it and eat it. It's gonna be good. Ooh. Work for you, baby. Ooh, ooh. Steak. Okay, it's been 10 minutes exactly. I'm gonna cut it. There we go. The dogs are gonna love this later. The big reveal. Does it look like? Oh yeah. That looks tasty.
Look fatty. Look at that, that's a fatty piece.
It is a fatty piece. Oh, it is a fatty piece.
Wow. Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna cut me a little taster. It is melting in my mouth. Oh my gosh.
That's so buttery.
Oh my gosh. It's so good.
That's one of the, I'm gonna need another piece to say this confidently, but that's one of the best.
All right, here's another.
I need, yeah, just another. It's so buttery.
And it even has a smoke ring. Look at that.
Yep.
Look at it. Oh my gosh, you guys. I gotta let you know. If you've seen my oven tomahawk steak, I said, you know, your oven is very similar to your smoker, but you're missing out on that smoky flavor. You're missing out on the smoky flavor if you don't do it in a smoker. I mean, blows it away. It's so good. Look at that fat surrounding it. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you learned something new, and I really, really hope that you give this a try. I did this one on the Gravity 980. If you yourself have a Gravity 980, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And until then, I'm gonna be getting a little chonky on this beef.
Donkey.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat probably a pound of this beef and then take an 11-hour nap. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.